Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back, and I'm here with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at the Compatagon Blastoff from Fall of Cybertron, the G2 color scheme version. And here is Bruticus in yet another configuration. And this time I've got Swindle here as one of the legs. I've got Vortex as a leg. I've got Brawl as an arm, and I've got Blastoff here as one of the other arms. So, yeah, here he is. Just, you can really set this guy up in different configurations, which is one of the things I like about combiners. I just like the little robots merging into the larger robot. And in this formation, I went ahead and kept the guns as part of Bruticus's back piece. I think that looks pretty cool. Now, I will say that I think Blastoff is the weakest of the appendages. He does not make a very good arm, especially in this form. He just has really long monkey arm there. It doesn't look so bad with Brawl there. He's kind of lengthy too, but just kind of goofy. And you really can't use the other half of his arm, so you got to use, because he merges to make the one big hand. And the other thing I don't particularly care for is he's got a white hand. Why they didn't paint that black, I don't know, to match all the other. Every other leg piece has a black hand except this guy. Just all around, he's the weakest of the arms. He makes the best, his appendage mode, best appendage mode, I would say, is a leg. So let's take a look at Blastoff here in arm, leg, robot, and vehicle mode, shall we? Alright, so here we have Blastoff in his arm mode. And the way it's set up, and this is the official mode. It can be used on either end of the robot. The problem is this. It's so damn long. It goes all the way down to the knee. It just looks really, really ridiculous. I don't particularly care for that at all. You can, of course, bend him at the elbow a little bit to kind of cover that up. The other issue is he's got a white hand. All the other ones have black hands. I don't know what the deal is with that. Now, if that really, really bugs you, like it does me, you can kind of fold this guy up, spin it around, and kind of bring it up like that, and then spin this arm up. Well, let's get this all folded here. Oop. See if I can do this right. I think it's got to be the other way. You can essentially work this guy so that you've got as little piece as possible hanging out in, here we go, robot mode. I mean, you can shorten it up and do some things to get this guy to look a little bit better. I don't particularly care for it altogether. Now, he does make a really good leg mode, which I'll show you here. So you just kind of put the hands in, and then you can fold the legs up. Now, in one configuration, you just put this up, and then this will go over the kneecap. In one configuration, you can put it like this. However, it looks better and fits better if you swing the legs backward a little bit, and you just kind of got to play with it when you've got it in the mode. But you swing the legs back a little bit, and it makes a nice solid foot, stable foot, and it's not really all that bulky. So I leave it in this mode when he's in Bruticus fashion. So it's definitely the better mode. It's less bulky. It looks better. And he just absolutely, I think, is the weakest arm. Just terrible. I don't like the fact he's got a white hand. I don't like how long he is. All round, really piss poor job as an arm. But he does make a good leg. So I leave mine in the leg mode. Let's look at his vehicle and his robot mode, shall we? Alright, so here we have Blastoff in his shuttle mode. He's supposed to be some kind of Cybertronian shuttle. He, to me, really looks like an electrical generator. This whole piece here looks like an electrical generator to me, or some kind of space porcupine. Now, his weapons, they do attach up here. You can either have them upright like that, or you can fold them down like that. Either way, you can add them on there. He does look the most complete as a vehicle so far, I think, aside from, well, I mean, a lot of them do, I guess. He just, I don't know, just kind of strange. He's got lots of detail to him. When you look at him, his windows here, he's got this kind of honeycomb plastic molding. He also has it here, almost like heat tiles from the shuttle. He kind of has a collie thing going on right here with a spot around his eye. The purple and white are okay. I've never been a real big fan of the white. And he does have lots and lots of molded silver detail up here, but again, it just looks like an electrical generator to me. The back end, not so great. I'm guessing these are the thrusters. There's obviously, Heidi's little head there. Obviously, not much going on down there, but it's an okay, I guess it's supposed to be a shuttle. Blast Off in G1, of course, was a space shuttle. Now, the one thing, if you want to see this guy's G2 Decepticon logo, it is on his wing right here. It's unfortunate. This one has a very tiny one. If they were going to put a small one on there, they might as well put another one on this side. I think that would have been very cool, but they did not do that. But yeah, he was supposed to be a space shuttle in G1 and, of course, G2. And in the original Starscream's Brigade episode, I believe he was either a plane or a bomber, because Vortex and Blastoff were the two odd vehicles. In modern day, in 1985-86, they were modern day vehicles, a space shuttle and a helicopter, but in World War II they didn't exist. So those two characters went from, I believe, a Mustang fighter plane and a bomber. I think the bomber turned into the space shuttle, and the fighter plane turned into Vortex, the helicopter, which is unfortunate. But I could see the bomber kind of turning into this. He never made much sense to me in the Combaticons being a space shuttle. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess. He's the weakest of the vehicles. I don't particularly care for it. Maybe it's the combination of this weird spiny thing going on. I think there's just too much spinage going on up here, too many fins, and he just, like I said, he looks like an electrical generator to me. So yeah, let's take a look at his robot mode and see what we think of him. Whoosh. Alright, so here we have Blastoff in his robot mode, and it's okay, I guess. I like the chest area. I like how the nose cone kind of comes down. His head has got a lot of detail in it. However, it's just not very Generation 1 or 2 looking to me. He almost looks like he has this crazy silver grin on there, which is very, very strange. The other thing is, I mean, I like the electrical generator breaking off into two and kind of becoming these massive Super 80s shoulder pads. That looks kind of cool, but all in all, it makes the bottom half of him look very, very tiny. His arms are kind of weird and goofy and small. We got these big holes here, so that's a little disappointing. The other thing I don't like is there's no Decepticon logo except this little one right here on his leg. So I don't know why we couldn't get a Decepticon logo somewhere else. That's a little disappointing. The other weird thing is it does have decent detailing. Like, we've got these nice little thruster pieces on the backs of his leg, and if we look at the backs of his legs, he's got these really cool like spring systems mounted in the backs of his knees, which looks nice. That's some good detail. And then on his back, he's got some nice detail back here, and he's even got detail on the back of his head. So it's just very, very strange. It's just a weird combination of good and bad molding. The underarms look terrible, but the legs, all in all, look pretty good. I mean, he doesn't have much as far as space shuttle kibble hanging around, except for here, that's fine. It's just, I think this looks a little too big compared to the legs. The legs are just kind of thin. Maybe it's just they're just narrow because they are kind of wide. I mean, he looks decent that way. Looks kind of big and bulky, but yeah, he's just a misfigure to me. This thing misfires on a lot of different levels for me, and that's unfortunate. His guns, he kind of has like a six-shot feel to him with these guns, which is very, very strange. But yeah, again, my opinion, thus far, he is the weakest of the Combaticons, both in robot, appendage, and in vehicle mode. So, but you got to have that one there, and he's got to be different, I suppose. So, like him, love him, hate him, or whatever, there he is. Blast off. Thanks for watching. Look for more videos in the future.